Mysore is a destination where a lot of tourists come every year. It's a heritage city. There are many places, many historical places in Mysore, which is a must visit place actually. So today and tomorrow I am in Mysore. It's almost 11 a.m. now. We are planning to visit some places in Mysore. I don't know how much I will be able to cover, but I'll try to cover most of the must visit places in Mysore. Mysore is one of the most visited cities in India. It's a historical city. Mysore bagged the cleanest city award for 2 consecutive years, but now I think now it's Chandigarh. We had recently been to Chandigarh. You can check the videos of Chandigarh also. I'll put the link in the description. I spend a lot of time in Mysore, so I like the city very much for many reasons. It's not too crowded. The roads are really good. It's a clean city, but a lot of things needs to be changed. We find areas where there are problems, but overall it's a good city. Especially the infrastructure part, the roads and all those things are well planned and it's maintained well actually. Every year we have the Dasara festival here, so during that time we see all the roads getting cleaned up. Everything becomes, a lot of work is done during that time. So let's talk about the places which are must visit in Mysore. First thing is the Mysore Palace, then the Mysore Zoo. It's one of the biggest zoo in India. So I have done a separate video on that some few months back. So I'll put the link in the description. Have a look at that. Other than that, I have also done a video on Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary. It's a must visit place. It's at Srirangapatna, very close to Mysore, around 15 to 20 kilometers from Mysore. Then other places are Mysore Palace, which we are covering today. Then there's a sand museum. Then Brindavan Garden, the KRS dam actually, that's also very popular. A lot of tourists go there, which I will try to cover, but I'm not sure whether I'll get time for that. It's a bit far from Mysore city. It's I think around roughly 20 kilometers from Mysore city. So I'm just moving around Mysore. We got into the ring road. Mysore city is very well planned. You come from Bangalore, there's a ring road which covers the entire city. This ring road is I think a stretch between 45 or 50 kilometers, which if you want to go to say Ooty or Coorg or any Calicut or anywhere, you don't need to get into Mysore city. You can travel using the ring road, which is well maintained. It's I think a 6-lane road. This is the rail museum. We are at the JLB road, very near to the railway station. Most of the buildings inside the city are historical buildings actually. It's very old buildings. They don't, it's not allowed I think to demolish these old buildings. They are preserving the heritage, preserving it, keeping it as a heritage city. It's a good thing. A lot of efforts have been put to maintain it as a heritage city. This is the railway station building actually, what you see in the left side. Now we are going towards the Mysore Palace. Yeah, notice one thing. See, we are traveling through the city. It's inside the city, and see the traffic. It's morning 11:30 a.m. But it's very pleasant driving inside Mysore city. Not like in any metro city or Bangalore or anywhere. It's very pleasant, good roads. The right side you see KRS hospital. Left side is Ayurvedic Medical College. We have entered Irvin Road. It's a small road actually. Mysore city is a small city. You can find most of the important places inside 15 kilometers radius. A bit of change in plans. We'll go to the St. Philomena Church. It's a very important place. We'll go there first. It's very nearby. This is Ashoka Road. You can see the church. That's the church. I think some renovation work is going on there. You can park your vehicle inside. first location for today at St. Philomena's Church, Mysore, a very historical place. A lot of tourists visit here. Some maintenance or some work is going on. Let's have a look at the place. This church is in the shape of a cross. This is Asia's second biggest church. So when you're in Mysore, don't miss this place. Renovation work is going on currently, so you see all those things disturbed. So done with St. Philomena's Church, we'll go to Mysore Palace. Now we are reaching the suburb bus stand. It's a bit crowded place. This is the place where all the interstate and the long distance buses come here. Even the private buses also, you'll see the Radha travels and all those Volvo buses here. One thing about Mysore is it's a very green city. A lot of trees, flowers. It's a beautiful place. That's the suburb bus stand. It's very near to the Mysore Palace. This is the Mysuru Road, and you see on the left side, that's the Chamundi temple. That's all. Chamundi temple is also a very popular place. You can go by road as well as you can take a challenge of climbing by steps. It's a good challenge actually. We've done a couple of times. That's the Mysore Palace. What you see on the right side. You see the right side. That's the entrance part actually. I hope we will get parking. We didn't see much crowd at St. Philomena's Church. Hopefully it won't be crowded here also, so that we can leisurely take our videos. They don't allow videos inside the palace. Videos and photography, I think, both. Parking. And this is the entrance actually. You will see palace has different gates. So you have to come to the right place. This is the place where you can. The palace has 4 gates. So we are at Mysore Palace. We parked our vehicle. This is the gate where we get in. We need to buy a ticket, and I think we need to pay for the cameras also. Ticket counter. For adults it's 50 rupees and for children between 10 and 18 is 30 rupees. Foreigners it's 50 rupees. not getting inside because inside they don't allow photography. You see these bulbs here. Actually, during Dasara, the entire 10 days they lit this bulb, and it looks beautiful actually. Other than Dasara, you can find these. You can see these lights during night time on Sundays and other public holidays or important religious days. Palace is lit with these kind of bulbs. Actually, they could have converted this into energy saving bulbs. These are all looks like old traditional bulbs which would consume a lot of power, maybe for some reason. These are all pigeons. These are people inside the palace. There are 4 gates for this palace. See, I'll show you 3 gates right now. This is the first gate, which is not for regular entrance for visitors. Actually, there's only one gate which is open for the visitors. Then this is the second gate. Then this is the third gate from where we got in, besides the temple. And I'll show you one more thing. That's Chamundi temple. See that? Yeah. It is believed that Chamundi Devi is ruling Mysore from that temple. They have a beautifully maintained garden. So guys, we have done with Mysore Palace. It's a spot or a place where you should visit if you're coming to Mysore. It should be number 1 in your list. Buggy, they charge 50 rupees. They will take you around the palace. Somebody really sick needs to take this, otherwise it's a pleasant place. You can walk around. You don't really need a buggy for this. You'll find lots of students coming here. Usually from the schools they will have a trip, excursion trips usually, which happens in the schools in India. Mostly from South India you will find Ooty, Kodaikanal, Mysore. And for the students, the ticket rates are concessional, only 10 rupees. So guys, done with Mysore Palace, a must visit place in Mysore. Next we are going to Sand Museum in Mysore. Sand Museum. Hi friends, now we are from the palace. We are going to Sand Museum. It's around 4.3 kilometers from the palace. Sand Museum in Mysore is the only sand museum in India which is dedicated for sand sculpture. So you should come here. But let me tell you, I have not been there. We are going there for the first time. So let's see if it's worth visiting. The crowd what you see here is of the tourists coming to visit the zoo. Just after the zoo you can see the race course, and on the right side you will see the Mall of Mysore. This is one of, again for Mall of Mysore I have a separate video. I will put the link in the description box. That's Mall of Mysore and Radisson Blue. We turn left from here. That's the route towards Chamundi Hills, and what you see that opposite side is the race course. From here we take the right. From the circle it's 600 meters. You can use Google Maps, it's very simple. Once you come to Mysore, mark all your locations, Chamundi Hills, Sand Museum, Mysore Palace, Zoo, everything is nearby. We have reached the Sand Museum place. Before that, I think, before getting in, we'll have some food. It's 1:30 now, so feeling hungry. We'll have some food, and there's a restaurant called Radha Krishna restaurant. Try something here. Friends, done with our lunch, we'll get into the Sand Museum. Guys, this Sand Museum is located on the Chamundi Temple Road. There are around 150 sculptures inside, so we'll go and have a look at those things. It is done by a single person. The sculpture's name is, the person who has done all this thing is Sri M.N.Gowri. They have used around 115 lorry loads of sand to create the Sand Museum. Sand Museum and?
Reading gallery, sir.
Yeah, both.
160 होता है.
160. That's Gowri, the artist. Guys, we are done with the Sand Museum. It's a beautiful place. It has 16 themes and around 150 sculptures. Beautifully done. It would take hardly half an hour. Friends, there's a bit of change in plans. Because it's too hot now, it's not advisable to go on top of the hill. It will be really hot and you'll get tired. So what we have decided is we'll go to our rest place. We'll take rest. Evening we'll go to Brindavan Garden. We'll shift the Chamundi Hill trip for tomorrow morning. So morning we'll go to the temple. It will be calm, cool. We can enjoy the trip. So we'll take a break right now. Friends, unplanned place. We are seeing this for the first time. Seashell Museum actually. We have not been here before. We never heard about it also. Let's see what it is. It's again at the Chamundi Hills Road, just opposite the Sand Museum. Oh, okay. Here everything is made of seashell. This looks like a model of St. Philomena's Church in Mysore. Beautifully done. The entire thing is done with seashells.
Mysore Philomena Church.
Hmm.
Total 40 years efforts.
Okay.
7 years.
So,
Mysore Church.
what's your name?
Radha Mallapa.
Radha Mallapa. She is the person who has done this work. Excellent work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
7 years, sir.
This is 7 years work. Yeah.
Guinness World Record Tirupati.
Okay. This has the Guinness Book of World Record. Okay. This holds the Guinness Book of World Record. This is a new addition to Mysore tourism. It's called, it's a seashell museum. They started around 4 months back. It would take hardly 10 to 15 minutes, but you should drop in. It's on the way to Chamundi Hills, very near to the Sand Museum. A good place. Hi friends, it's 5:30. So we are going to Brindavan Garden. Hopefully the lights would be good and we can take a good video. For Brindavan Garden, you get into KRS Road and it goes directly to Brindavan Garden. things done for day one at Mysore. We are at Brindavan Gardens. We finished Brindavan Gardens. It was very crowded due to the vacations time, the school holidays. The place is very sorry to say not maintained well. A lot of broken tiles, bulbs not working. A lot of issues are there. You'll feel that it's not maintained well. A lot of crowd comes here. A lot of revenue is generated, but still the place is not maintained well. I would say it's very poorly maintained. The government should take some care on this. Spend at least the money what they get from the collection or the tourists coming here. It's a beautiful place. We need to maintain it. We need to maintain our historical places in a nice way so that a lot of tourists come in, encourage tourism, and and like you saw the ticketing, how poorly it's organized. People are pushing and pulling. It's not the way it could be done. It could have been done much better. Anyway, it's a very nice place. Do come to Vrindavan Garden. If you come around evening 5:30, that's the best time. You can see the lightings as well as the flowers and all those things, garden in the daylight also. Tomorrow morning we will be again moving around Mysore. Our plan is early morning we'll go to Chamundi temple, and after that few more places, and we'll wind up Mysore by tomorrow evening. Thank you so much for watching.